Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Look at that. We made it to Sunday. Woo! I actually I left a birthday party last night at 3:30 in the morning. So, I just waking up, but filled with gratitude and appreciation for this day and for you and for my friends and their talent and their vibrancy and their dancing. Did quite a bit of dancing last night in a living room. Got to lead an opening ceremony for a birthday party and intention setting and gratitude. I'm really grateful to be here in this moment with you. Welcome to a Love Ambassador morning. A chance to remind one another that we can make the world a better place just by shifting that part of ourselves into being more engaged, more active, more connecting. So, if you are in that space, if you are joining us today, say hello, leave a comment so that I can see that you're here. I can say hello to you, and the rest of us can know that you're here. And we can learn that the existence of one another is empowering and strengthening. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning. Hello to you in Minnesota. It is overcast here in San Diego. Actually, I went swimming last night. I went into a hot tub last night. Nice and warm. Good morning, Jill. Bonjour. Hello to you in France. Thank you for sharing your beautiful list of gratitude. Rough and shitty day, but hey, that happens. I'll relax tonight watching a great Irish film, Walking Ned Divine. And keep in mind, I can handle today, and tomorrow will be different. Love you, Jill. Grateful for the sunshine, talking with friends, and having yummy food for dinner. Sean is here. Good morning, Sean. Oh, I love you. Thank you for being here in this moment. Thank you for being a shining, glowing light and letting us all feel you and be ambassadors of one another. Oh, what a treat. Good morning, Sean. You know who I just saw was Hollis. She's moved to West Virginia or something like that. And she was in town and we were sharing memories and your name came up fondly. So sending you lots of love, Sean. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning to you, Jennifer. I love you. Thank you again for your Patreon support. Thank you for your great energy and vibes. Thank you for being a part of this day. Thank you, Emilio. Good morning. Love you, Emilio. And Susan is here. Yay, Susan. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Missed you. As I messaged you, was talking about you as well. Got a phone call from someone who's got a brand new charity and it's going gangbusters and they seem to be quite motivated. And they've got a bunch of clothes that they want to find a way to distribute. They were focused on acquiring without really figuring out how they were going to distribute. And so hopefully they'll be partnering with you and me and us. I've got so many questions for you, Susan. I've been so busy, but I want to figure out. In fact, I just sent a note to there's a lawyer who's putting together the 501c3 paperwork for First Saturdays. And when we first started First Saturdays 12 years ago, and up until just 5 months ago, there was no intention of it being anything but a hobby. In fact, I was like, what would we do if we raised money? I don't even know what we'd do with it. But that has changed, and now I am I've got some ideas of how we could grow things, and I would like to make it professional for me. I would like to figure out how I could do it as a job. And so I had to write a letter to lawyer, just yesterday, 2 days ago, and say, hey, I know 10 years ago I said that I only want this to be a hobby, but I've changed my mind. So can we make sure that in the paperwork there is space for this to, have me be a employee of this organization? Who knows? Who knows? I am making space for ultimate possibilities. The universe continues to show me amazing possibilities, and it keeps, especially lately, it's been showing me like, John, show the fuck up. Like, you keep getting examples that if you put your energy into awesome positive directions, that the ripples really matter. So turn pro, bro. Turn pro. Yay, Aaron. Oh, that feels so good to hear, Sean. Good morning, Sherry. Hello to you in SF. Sherry is grateful for so super many things. Still wish I could create what I desire. Love you too. Amazing possibilities. Yes, and Sherry, I think I'm going to see you today. We're going to do the first Pink Path graduates, the Pink Path ambassadors call is going to be today to talk about what we're going to do moving forward. I'm very excited about that. Turn pro, yes. Well, there's that great line by Hunter S. Thompson that says, when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. And if that does not apply to now and to me, I don't know if it ever has. Okay, cool, Susan. I will reach out and make this thought that keeps swirling and turn it into a plan. If you are here joining us and you've not said hello yet, leave a comment so that we know you're here. Share something that you're grateful for, or just a smiley face, or where you are physically so we can imagine you and know that we are all connected in this space. We are all connected in this intention. As we say in Hug Nation, it does not matter where your feet are. It matters where your heart is. And we are connected. And more, this turn pro idea, what it means to me is recognizing that right now, each one of us is fully qualified to make the world a better place. We don't need to work through our traumas. We don't need to lose 10 pounds. We don't need to quit our jobs. We don't need to figure out our purpose. No. There's two ways to fulfill your purpose. One is finding your talents and sharing them, your gifts with the world. And two is being an agent of support and connection and giving other people permission to be more open and connected and share their gifts and to be more in line with this oneness. And what does that look like? It just means you just smile and say hello and look for connection opportunities, look for opportunities to be kind. And the effects of that over time are massive. The meeting today is 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Pacific time. We're going to have our first meeting. Hello, Carolyn. Carolyn is grateful for taking the kiddos to the beach in LA this week. Fun. They've never been to a warm beach before. Only the Oregon coast. Oh, that'll be quite different. Cowabunga, dude. Enjoy the beach. Good morning, Erica. I hopefully get to see you today at the Pink Path Grads call. And hopefully see you too, Faith. 2 o'clock, having a Pink Path grads call. Good morning on this glorious day to you, Faith. Thankful for all the things. Jamie, good morning. I love you. You switched off Abraham to listen to me. That's a little too much pressure. Let's just say you paused Abraham so that we could all connect. Actually, I'll take that back and say that there is something really powerful about a live broadcast. There's a reason why I don't record videos. I only record live because there is an energetic generation or there's a channeling that happens, I believe. Like if you're live on stage, the audience is a collaborator. And when we do this morning, I couldn't have this energy at this time of the morning by myself without you here. And so when we it's the same with like when you watch it's fun to watch a movie at home. It's different to watch it in a movie theater. It's fun to listen to a song on your iPhone. It's different to hear it on the radio when there's a lot of people hearing it at the same time. It's just different. It's more powerful. It's more this hard to scientifically express connection. And so when we come together, we feel it. I did say cowabunga. Eat my shorts, dude. What time is it? Almost time for a hug. And good morning, Cliff. Hey, good to see you. Are you playa bound, Cliff? Are you making plans to head back to Black Rock City this year? I am getting excited, but I'm also getting nervous. I know so many people that want to go to Burning Man this year, and there's only 10,000 tickets that they are selling in the main sale. I think it's going to be a harsh year for alternate plans and surrender. Yeah, cool. I'll see you, Cliff. Faith, like the old days when we watched the same 5 TV shows and had that common connection of culture. It's true. When I watched the A-Team, and the next day at school, everybody had to watch the A-Team, or when we were watching it, and the commercial break comes, and everybody in the world is, not everyone, but, millions of people are all like, is B.A. Baracus going to get on that plane? Right, Penny? It's just different. There's a field. There's no awareness. There's it's kind of like, like dogs. Maybe it's not the same thing, but a dog. I'm told that if they monitor a dog when its owner leaves work, the dog knows that their owner is on its way. And we do have awareness of one another, and then when we use a tool like this, it's just like we are aware of this presence of one another, and that's maybe that's part of why this Love Ambassador mission is meaningful, is because we have this cultural training to dismiss that connection. So we walk through the streets and we keep our heads down, we don't talk to people in the grocery store, and the field is there, and it's like this energetic static as we are just like, "Argh." But if we start practicing and trusting it and not being afraid of it, there is a real magical potential of shifting our whole worldview. We have this, the worldview that we have is broken. Is one of the reasons why, you can't have environmental destruction, you can't have war, you can't have a capitalist system that destroys forests unless you have a broken worldview that is lacking connection. If you feel connection, you can't behave in the same ways. It's one of the reasons why I think plant medicine is making such a strong movement, is because I think it is the plant medicine is the white blood cells of Mama Gaia coming from the jungles, which are the bone marrow producing areas of this organism, and the plant medicine is going out into the world to try to heal the virus that this planet has, which is disconnected humans, and humans that are infected with this progress virus. And I think that, you know what, I may have just gone a little too far, too deep. Let me put the brakes on that. Oh, and let me say, let's have a hug. So wherever you are, give yourself a squeeze. And as you appreciate this body, let's recognize that this body is connected. It is a part of a massive organism. We are one cell in this massive organism. And let's let go of the insanity of trying to judge one cell as better than another, or judge the purpose or actions of another cell, and just know that they are, at their deep level, they're all connected and part of this beautiful cosmic entity, this humanity. And we all struggle with the same things. We all have the same desires. We all want safety and harmony, and we want our loved ones safe. We want purpose. We want connection. And so let's surrender all of our stories about what should and shouldn't be, and what needs to happen, and just allow ourselves to be in this moment, present, connected, grateful for every moment, forgiving ourselves and others as we sink into this oneness and take a deep breath in and squeeze and hold it. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and each one of you, beautiful ambassadors of love, thank you for being here in our Hug Nation circle and hug. Yay! Thank you for joining us and me. Good to see you, Vesper. Good to see you all, you beautiful love warriors. Thank you for your courage. Do not underestimate the power of demonstrating courage and supporting others when they show courage. We can make the world a better place simply by being a cheerleader for others when they vulnerably show passion, when they vulnerably show creativity in their hearts, when they vulnerably confess their broken parts, when we can say, thank you for sharing, thank you for trusting me. I love you. I am so appreciative of you, of sharing your raw humanness. There's nothing more beautiful than a human being revealing their truth. Thank you. When you do that, you become this gardener that is tending to these sacred, rare flowers that each one of us is. And then over time, when we get protected and encouraged and watered, we have blooms unlike any other that are shared with the world. And it could be a bloom of who knows? I mean, the way that your particular flower looks to the world could mean an artistic talent. It could mean a parenting energy. It could be body work. Just unique and beautiful. Yay! Sherry says, I feel better. Yay! Well, thank you for being a part of this. And Painey, there's no such thing as too much information. As I just said, there's a human being revealing their truth is a beautiful thing. So if you truly did fart when you squeezed yourself, then we are grateful that you vulnerably shared your truth. And even more grateful that we're not around you physically, so we don't have to deal with any of the consequences of your gas. Bravo. Vesper spent a wonderful afternoon in the park yesterday with an eclectic gathering of vulnerable and authentic humans. Met some new friends and strengthened bonds with others. Love that. Sweet. I too I had lunch with my brother and my dad to celebrate his birthday yesterday. That was great. Really wonderful. We went to the Brigantine, which is a beautiful restaurant, overlooks Del Mar, and then I went to a birthday party and saw just a whole bunch of incredible people. We all did COVID tests before we went, and had a beautiful opening ceremony that I got to lead and celebrate the birthday of our friend Sin, and and danced and had great conversations. And I had a cool experience where somebody shared with me a story of like a memory from like 12 years ago that I had forgotten, but as they shared it with me, they brought it back, and it was so awesome to like have this memory reignited. Because I share this often. I do not have very solid access to my memories, but if people walk me back and give me details and tell me the story, I can often, re-see it and re-feel it. But I have trouble getting there by myself. So I had a really cool reminiscing experience last night with some just friends that I have shared these just treasured experiences at like Leyenda, this event that used to happen in Baja California at Hot Springs. If you are here and have not yet said hello, please say hello. Share something that you're grateful for or where you are physically. I'm in San Diego, California. It looks like the sun is coming out. It was like overcast when we started this. Now the sun is peaking. I'm actually feeling a little warm. I'm grateful that I got some Airbud Pros that were used, and they did not work. They were like, so I returned them, and I got some new ones, or new used ones, and they seem great. So I'm grateful that perseverance worked out. That really is a great product, the Airbud Pros. Pierre is grateful for an amazing party last night. Yeah, sweet. A good party is a fun thing. I'm grateful that I found this basket that fits this plant perfectly. I got these new plants. This is like my favorite style plant. You can see I've got a huge, you can't see, I've got a huge one. Let me try. They're called Z plants, I think. Let me see if this will work. Can you see that plant that's right here? Oops. There. It's massive, but it's this style of plant that I've had for years, and it's grown huge. Can you see how big it is? I'm going to show you how big it is. Look at this thing. But that's like my favorite plant. And so Becca keeps asking me to propagate it and tear off some pieces so that she can make a new one. I'm like, but it's so healthy and it loves being root bound. So they had these at Sprouts, and they were so healthy and vibrant and new growth. I'm like, okay, so I bought 2 of them, one to give to her. Although now I'm thinking maybe I should just keep them. She's out of town. She would never know I bought this for her. Right? It's huge. I mean, like I almost the room is planned around that plant. You bought them as a birthday gift to yourself. Cool. Hi, Christina. Good morning. Sherry is grateful for yesterday too. Went to an art reception, then to your ex-boyfriend's restaurant, and was warmly welcomed back like family, and then a party last night. That does sound pretty good. That is nice too. I imagine that there might have even been some, maybe your mind was having worry and anxiety about what it would be like to go back. So I'm really glad you had a good experience. Grateful to feel included, a sense of belonging and part of. Those are super important to me. Yeah. what am I listening to? I was listening to, Brene Brown's Rising Strong. Oh my gosh, such a good audible lecture. Brene Brown is incredible. There's a number of things I've been reading lately that all overlap with things that I've been talking about. Like Brene Brown, she has these ideas that overlap totally with Byron Katie. She calls it a shitty first draft, but it's the same thing as the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. Same thing. And questioning your reality and doing the work is the same thing as the thing that she does, or at least close enough. And also some things that I was reading in Untethered Soul is identical to things we talk about here about each of us is a beautiful flower, and which is the same thing as Ram Dass talks about. Ram Dass talks about, it's insane to you wouldn't go to a forest and start judging if one, a tree trunk was crooked. It's insane. And in Untethered Soul, he says, you wouldn't look at a plant and think these leaves are going the wrong direction, and yet we have this. We look at people and think that they're wrong, and it's just as insane. We're all these beautiful expressions of nature. And what do we? One of the things metaphors that I talk about here is that we are all these beautiful flowers, and it's insane to think that all flowers should look alike. What kind of garden would that be? What kind of bouquet would it be? So all these beautiful minds and thinkers are all affirming these universal truths, which helps me because I realize I'm no master, I'm no guru. I'm just a guy who's ingested a lot of information, and certain things resonate as truth, and certain truths need to be heard from certain messengers to certain people. And some people need to hear these ideas coming through a pink-haired guy. I love you too, Jamie. Ooh, Vesper bought a philodendron last year on a depressed visit to Trader Joe's, where you got chocolate and a plant. You named her Sarah for serotonin, and she's gotten so big. I've got some philodendrons that are not doing that great. Here's a split leaf right here. This one's doing a little better. It's kind of coming back to health. I do love a split leaf philodendron. I've got a lot of things growing in water. Here's another split leaf philodendron. That one's doing pretty good. Little beauty there. Yeah. Yes, you are. Yeah, I'm very happy with plants around me. Very happy with a happy, healthy plant. These ones, I have a lot of these pothos that are just growing in water. They're so easy to take care of. Occasionally the roots will start to get a little rot to them, but it's just so easy. You just keep filling the water and not worry about it. Do I have a tub, like a bathtub? Oh, bathtub gratitude. Is that happening today? I do have a tub. I might be able to do that. I've got my Pink Path graduates at 2, but I think I can maybe make time to get in the tub. Oh, cool. Thank you for the reminder. Bathtub gratitude at noon today. So if you have never come to gratitude, today might be the day to do it. Sharing gratitude from the tub. That's freaking awesome. All right. What are the other plants that I should show you? Got a fiddle leaf fig over there that's doing really good. I've got a few plants that are too heavy to move now. I gotta water them where they are. The Pink Path Graduates meeting, it's the same Zoom as it's been in the past, if that makes any sense. But I will repost it in the group so that people know it. I almost never take a bath, so this will be a good reason to use the bath in my new place. I've been very much enjoying the shift in my mentality when I realized this is my place. Let me show you another thing. I got this. This is all Becca's idea, but she likes to take like little bitty bottles and put pothos in them. So we've got these things like on a wall mounted thing with all sorts of knickknacks and stuff, and these little bitty, super healthy little pothos. Isn't that cool? Little tiny things. But this one's even got like crystals in the bottom of it. Oh, and get this. This is my last plant thing. I say that. Maybe it's not a last thing. So I had to cut off one of the big stalks from the big version of the Z plant. And I just cut this and put it into water just to see what happened. It's been in there maybe 8 months, and it just started growing a root. That's incredible. I didn't know it could do that. So I just think this is I just love the foliage of this thing. And so honestly, it's been just a cool little cut piece of greenery in the kitchen, which is now rooting. Look at that. Miracles. Miracles. I generally don't repot plants into ceramic. I put plastic pots into ceramic so that then I can take the plastic pots out and water them easily, because a big plant in a ceramic pot is so heavy that it's hard to move it to water. I know it doesn't look as cool, so maybe I will change my tune on that, but most of my plants are in plastic inside of ceramic. Yeah, I didn't know you could propagate it like that. I thought you had to separate the root balls, and I know you can do that. You can pull apart the root because it's a tuber, is the kind of plant it is. Okay, we could talk about plants all day, and maybe someday we shall. But for now, we're gonna head off into our days. Know that we are not just plant enthusiasts, but love ambassadors, and we can share our exuberance and our smiles and our ability to connect, just looking for the opportunities to say hi and smile. The last few days I've been really good. I've been going on walks and saying hi, hello, really stretching into the love ambassador thing, because quite honestly, you have been igniting my faith. And in a world where I have tons of people in my social media feeds that are feeling the doom and gloom, I find that more than ever, it's important to shine the lights. When the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. I didn't know it looked like this. I didn't know that the weird turning pro is also about being a love ambassador, that was the pro job that we were gonna get. I love you. Have a beautiful Sunday. If you're in Pink Path, or if you're a graduate of Pink Path or any of my coaching groups, whether like Love Warriors in the past or the integration group, you're all welcome to join the grads. Just make sure that you let me know that you're interested so I can get you all the links and get you details. And if you're uncertain if you want to be in it, just come to the first meeting. We're going to talk about it. I'm even going to ask, like, hey, would this be valuable? Would you rather have this? I'm not attached. I'm a facilitator. I'm not what did my friend say? I'm not the sage on stage. I'm the fox in a box. No, I can't remember, something else. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for the inspiration. I love you. Thank you, Vesper. Thank you, everyone. Happy Sunday. If I miss you at noon gratitude, which is a bathtub gratitude, first one that I've been a part of, I'm going to share gratitude from a tub. That sounds like we should do it, right? There's 6 o'clock gratitude as well, and then tomorrow will be love broadcast here at 9, and then gratitude, and then a Hug Nation topic. If you've not been to YouTube lately, there's some new Hug Nation videos there that I think you would get a kick out of, including an interview with Aaron that is really powerful. I love you. Guide by your side. Thank you, Vesper. See? Communal memory. Bye, Jill. I think we're cool with nudity. I don't know how we could make a no nudity rule. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I'm not in charge, which is the story of my life. I'm not the sage on stage, or in the tub. Love you. Happy Sunday.